This is the Thayer Podcast for Thursday, October 26, 2023. Almost 3 weeks ago, Saturday, October 7th, Barron Magazine's guest author Mark Penn cast some pearls before us uninformed and slovenly swine. It struck me as the most sensible tome I've read in ages. Please, forgive me while I paraphrase. The pandemic shut down select industries, including transportation, creating supply bottlenecks, and it enabled large numbers of people who remained unemployed to increase their savings, since they eliminated most of their daily routines, such as commuting and eating out. Money piled up in their accounts, with excess savings peaking at over $2 trillion. At the same time, the federal government poured trillions of dollars into government support and climate change initiatives through 2 mega bills, landing just as the pandemic was ending. Just as the administration adopted an expansionary anti-fossil fuel policy, office buildings sat empty as people adopted work from home, tanking the real estate industry and center city businesses. The result of this combination of pandemic-related changes increased savings. Pent-up demand and fiscal irresponsibility was runaway inflation. The Consumer Price Index broke 9% in the summer of 2022, a logical result of these policies. The current policy mix features government debt expansion and household economic contraction. This is a political powder keg. Half the country sees their financial condition as deteriorating. Wall Street is signaling that stagflation is the likely outcome of all this misguided fiscal and monetary policy. A perfect storm is gathering. Fiscal and climate policies jerk up inflation. Then monetary policy tries to wrench down the economy. That's setting up a negative feedback cycle. Fiscal policy will push more inflation. The Fed will cause more economic pain. And the result is potential economic collapse as each half operates to defeat the other. The administration should rework its policies and restrain government spending while phasing in the promotion of electric vehicles and promoting cleaner fuels like natural gas and nuclear, but also striving for energy self-sufficiency. It needs to adopt an all-of-the-above energy philosophy, letting technology develop across the years to come. Otherwise, the country will be caught in a vice between the Chinese rare earth minerals needed for electric vehicles and the OPEC cartel, which could raise energy prices further as oil tracks toward $100 a barrel. Again! We also probably need to enact temporary commuter subsidies to encourage people to return to work in cities, forestalling a commercial real estate crisis with $1.5 trillion in commercial real estate debt looming as we speak. A change in fiscal policy to cut discretionary spending and bring down the price of energy will allow the Fed to drop interest rates. Lower energy prices mean lower food costs, and lower interest rates mean lower housing costs. Stock market and asset values would return, as would corporate investment. The net effect would be lower the costs of middle-class life and return to a virtuous cycle of growth. The right thing to do is return to sane fiscal and climate policies while abandoning destructive monetary schemes that might rein in inflation, but at a devastatingly high cost to American citizens. A failure to invoke responsible fiscal and climate policies will surely show up in the 2024 election, because voters in the United States of America have no qualms about registering their discontent. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Semper Fi.